Hey soccer fans, Christopher here. McCormick, the host team in black, and the visiting team, Wallace 8th grade in blue. Typically, McCormick has had a pretty good handle on soccer affairs in the last couple of outings that these two, both 7th last year and 8th this year, seasons have unfolded anyway. And probably the early favorites in this one. Wallace certainly would like to do something about that and get the first win of the season. They've had 2 close matches so far. A 1-score affair as this ball thrown into the box against Dahlstrom, and then a 1-score affair against Simon last week. A throw in from deep down the sideline for Wallace and a handball by 7. Number 6, probably the lengthiest youngster on the field, going to take the first set piece, and a right foot up into the air, catches some wind, and 22 for Wallace, going to field it first. McCormick trying to maintain possession, outside foot to the center, finds 7, and maintain possession, looking for 4 up the sideline, but he mishits it and out of bounds. Wallace possession for their second throw-in of the day. Found the back of 43 and a black shirt there. Here comes a charge by Wallace and a run on the outside by Juju. He can fly 9 into the box and loses it, and into the keeper's arms safely. Looked scary for a minute. And a right-footed punt to the left side of the field. Juju trying to trap it with his body, loses it for a second. Callum steps up, can't quite control it either. 4, and out of bounds. Ball remains with McCormick, and across midfield, heavy wind, response, and 11 down the center, looking for a pipe. 50 finds him, and 21 for Wallace, maintaining possession. The majority of the game being played on this field here early so far. Juju with a left foot, trips a bit, right foot, back up to his man. A 4-guy approach here, out to the outside, 10 on the wing. If he has a left foot, uses right foot. Ball still live, in the corner. McCormick taking possession there for a minute, finds 7. And 50's gonna send it across to the middle. Dangerous to the center, 39 there. Still alive for the offense. Now into the center, 11 holding it a little bit long. Now a shot goes on frame, but picked up by the keeper. And certainly an early start pressure for the Rangers. A chest, back, past the defense. 7 in the corner, 6. Baby sits out of bounds, perhaps barely. You can see the flag off in the distance showing you the right to left wind. That's certainly advantage for the Wallace team for now. The first corner kick of the afternoon, gonna be a left foot. And in the middle, and clears the back door and out of bounds.
Right there, right there!
So the second throw in from this very spot for Wallace. Into the 18, a knee by the defense, a right foot, now loose for a second. Chest up into the air, 22 with a header off the back post, and a shot, we'll call it a shot, just misses wide by a foot. Right foot goal kick for 6. And this one's gonna find the near sideline, another shoulder shot, 12, and a bit of a bump there. Ball airborne. 21 comes in. Ball loose on the 18. 22 trying to find a lane. A lot of English on that ball. 9, Juju in there in the mix as well, and now a whistle blown for the offsides call. So 6, who's getting a good workout here early, on for another one. And this one also finds the boundary. Wallace will put it back in play. 21 again, down the sideline, looking for 11. 45's knee there, kicks it over his head and out of bounds. toss. And this ball up in the air and clears the bar, but another shot. Wallace racking up shots. Certainly a new breed of soccer for Wallace compared to what we've seen so far early in this one. A lot of backspin on that ball. And another result, last 3 or so kicks, whether they've been punts or set pieces, have gone that direction. And a big block there by the midfield for Wallace. 7 trying to turn and go, works to the outside, pulls it back to the center, 21 there, 22 now. He'll feed the right side, and it's too strong for Juju. A throw in into the wind, a little sideways spin on it, a good header back down to the turf, and then Juju sends it up into the air. Man on for the center. Commotion, 22 hanging in there, and the ball wide of the boundary. Toss coming from the midfield again. And it's the McCormick defense of the first touch. And then a long shot blocked by 39, but it looked like it had velocity on it. And it rolls over the foot there, and this ball gonna find the boundary. 11 adjusts his team with some points. 3 there and sends it back out. 21 will toss. And a big toss to the center. And the handball called. 43 thought about it for a minute, but dishes off to 6 to take the set piece, and he low kicks it, burner style. And a run for McCormick, one of the first ones we've seen. 7 on the charge, right foot, gonna have a shot, puts one down and rolls it in, and it's all McCormick needs to take the lead. Just one shot on goal, and it's 100%. Wallace, kickoff, and see if they can't respond. 7's gonna feed up the middle, no luck. And 4 turns around with the band on his arm, marking his captainship.
Win it!
And Logan back there sends one back to the front, in the center rather. Back and forth touches as they share. High kick, trying to find some clearance. Finds it on his head, 10 making a run, and 3 walks it out. 3 will toss. A lot of sideways spin, spiral style. Callum with the right foot, and 39 back to him. 8 misses. 7 was dangerous a minute ago. They're gonna have to make sure that speed doesn't burn them again. And then a little bicycle style, and they didn't like the hand holding, shirt grabbing. So Logan will take this one and send it down to his team. He's got a lot of wind behind him. And a good shot there with a lot of velocity. Stopped by 22, sent to the outside. Juju to receive it. Trying to play it up the field. And a battle ensuing there on the boundary, still alive. Out of bounds now, 14 will toss. Over the head, looking for 22. And some body blocking, some checking going on. 21 will toss towards the goal. Found the body of his own man, and Juju's there. And a left foot, too wide. A couple of fresh feet for the Tigers. And 10 lets this one clear his head. Oh, and then a chin shot. Went off his foot into his face.
Run it, get in front of him.
And a big shot back to the center. 21 in position, clipped it with his right foot. And 11 there with a knee, and if he had a little velocity on it, Mike could have made something happen with it.
You gotta take the shot.
These punts and set pieces are hanging in the air for McCormick because of this wind. It's not terrible, but it's about probably 10 to 15 miles an hour, enough to impede the progress of the ball moving to the right side. Juju dancing with it a bit, left foot down the ground, rolls through the defense, but nobody home. Finds Wallace, trying to feed 11, and then 7 puts a big foot on it to the right of the goal. Six with that repetitious right foot. And a blue shirt finds it first. Back into the box. 6 with a high shot. A towering defensive kick. A lot of velocity on the spin here, and 10 not there to get it. Fresh loans for Wallace. And at least the form of one player checks in. 21 looking for his man, but kicked out by 48. 7 tosses. And out again. Rinse and repeat, back to the corner. Nobody there. 6 to do what he's been doing. 39, looked like he was gonna come in and get possession, but couldn't find it. But now his teammate does. 41, down the left side. A little shoving going on there as it finds the edge. Big gust of wind as this throw-in's made. To the center, miss, 6. Couldn't find it. 7, who has the goal earlier. Dribbling to his left side, looking to make another run. Sends it up the middle. Callum there. And Callum just trying to clear that ball out of bounds. It may have hung up, but 14 finishes the job. McCormick throw in to an unmarked teammate. Right foot towards the goal. And no problems for keeper. As he'll send this one into the air. Kind of a line drive style. McCormick defense finds it. And out of bounds here to the bleachers. So most of the throw-ins today, I'd say, have been from the near side here, and this one will be as well, but 10 subbed out this time. 18 with a line drive missile.
Run it, run it!
But nobody there, so it'll find the boundary. 6 hangs another one, 12 there. Actually found the guy behind him, and then a left foot by him, but nobody able to make a run as it finds lime green jersey.
Stay right there.
That ball really did travel backwards towards the goal as it hung in the air and caught the wind. Good little clip there by the midfield. Callum getting in the mix. 4 with the body. Back to the outside. And keep it in. Bent that ball around. That was a pretty looking send. 7 got traffic. Staying with it. And off of Callum's body and out of bounds. 3 will put this one back in play. Down the boundary. Callum chasing. And follows it out. It's going to stay with McCormick. McCormick's first corner kick of the afternoon. 7 will take it with his right foot. Lasers one across and a good-looking header and saved by Keep. It doesn't look any better than that. Did everything he needed to. The keeper just in the right spot. A line drive kick. 48 stops it from going past. And 39 charges to keep possession. Feeds it to the middle. Logan there with the left foot puts it back into play for Wallace. Nearly missed there. Kicked off to the side of the foot. Fed back to the center, but nobody home. 6 there, moving to his left side. 7 trying to help. And a big shot there, but it's just a clear towards the other end. You do get the feeling Wallace needs to take advantage of this wind here in the first half, as most everything that's kicked from, as he walks around the flag. Maybe a little time burner, I'm not sure what that was about. Does hang up and gives Wallace a chance to do something. That's why we've had so much of the ball played on this end of the field. 18 trying to find a right foot, 50 won't let him. And now a whistle blows and a foul called. So with this wind, probably a big right foot at the goal is the best play. 23 will take it, it looks like. Or maybe the guy to his right. Which one's gonna do it? And the shot, chipped, not shot, and into the keeper's arms. So maybe an opportunity missed there. High kick off of a black shirt perhaps. Down the left side, 41, turns it back to the middle. 8 there to knock it out. 3 will throw off the shin of Wallace. Ball moving back to the left side. Header up in the air and out. 18 will grab it and give a quick toss.
Getting closer to the middle.
And then a ping pong bounce around. Being put back into the play for the 60th time today. And out again. 18 there, 47 guarding. Back to the outside.
Get closer.
12 in the box. Past his face.
Come on, Wallace.
Looked promising for a second.
Get it, get it.
Live ball to the boundary and they'll let it go. 7. Big toss. Almost didn't get over his head on that one. Looked sideways. Referee let it go. And 4 now. Trying to find a lane. Has a man, 39. Finds 7. Down the boundary to the right side. Changes it up to the center. Logan chasing. Right foot. Into traffic. 7. Feeds 6. 6. Got a man to his right. Got his man to his left.
Go, Jaden. Go help him, Jaden.
And a bunch of pushing there down the way, and the referee will call it. And he's going to call it against McCormick, so another shot just outside the 18 coming as a set piece for Wallace.
You got this, buddy.
So 7's a lefty. Expect him to put this on frame and to drive it. Got to be careful here not to airmail it over the top. Here comes the shot, and it's on frame, but right to keep, so not a bad effort getting the ball in the air, but low enough to have scored had keeper not grabbed it. Here comes the punt and the response. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, and then a head by Wallace. Another shot by the lower leg. Slowing the pace, drops it back, and then a big shot, but off the mark. Under a minute to go in half number 1, playing 25-minute halves. 6 S's around and takes this one. 12 off the front side of his body, and then McCormick gets some possession. 20 trying to get involved, couldn't find it quite. And 4 just helps himself around the whole defense. And then 18 there to cut him off, but it doesn't take the ball out of play until now. 4 showing why he's wearing that arm sleeve, being able to keep that ball in play and run around the defense. A big throw by 3 into the box, dangerous, 39 there. And then kicked and knocked out by Logan. Still alive, 7 across the goal. 7 seconds to go, and that ball will not be put back in play until the horn blows. McCormick 1-0 after the first. Whistle blows for half number 2, and we flipped sides. And a daydreaming number 7 for Wallace has 7 for McCormick sneak up on him. .22 in the center. Chiju waiting. Catches it with his body. Puts it back to the center. 11 clips it inside. And a good charge by Wallace. 22 still there. And a feed to the outside wing, but he's offsides. And it's too bad because it was a good-looking setup for what was possibly cooking. So 6 will take his first set-piece kick from this side and find most of it. 7 traps it between the turf and his foot. Little dance in there, trying to get past Callum. Decides to reverse field in the center. Past 7, just keeping possession again. Now to the outside. Feeds his man, it splits the defense. 4 there, right foot coming. Shot goes and in, and it's gonna count. It found the goalie's arms, but he couldn't hang on, and it bounces the left side of the net for the second goal of the afternoon. So going back the other direction, 11. First man to try to set something up. 1 there to disrupt it. And the man of the hour from a moment ago, 4 there. Callum steps in front, keeps it in bounds, sends it upfield.
Good, Callum.
22 now with it. And out of bounds. 4, who scored that last one, had 1 man holding him on sides. Otherwise, that could have been disastrous for him. Ooh, Juju nearly reaches out with his arm, but thinks better of it. And then a big kick, but it'll find the boundary. 3 with a shake of the head. We'll toss this one in. Spiral on it. High header by 9. 22, back to the center. Good control. Sends it 7. Up looking for 22, but it's 6 who will find it. and not kicked out by Juju's blocking and maintains possession. So a victory in the small category for Wallace. 22 finds 7 in the corner, knocked away. 22 hustles for the ball, passes off to 21, throws into the 18. Juju there couldn't get a clean foot on it. 10 there on the back door. And then a body shield by 6. Just trying to let it roll all the way out. Now played back to the center. 11 there. Left foot on the ground, misses on the front edge. Coach Martinez telling his team to scoot back a bit with the wind. Big kick by 6, found 7's feet and out of bounds. So 21 will take the throw in on the far side, down the field. 47 trying to take it away from McCormick and does get it to 15. 4 on the far edge, Callum challenging. 21 in the mix, out of bounds. 3 down the line. Logan with a head. 7 racing for it. And Logan using the body, trying to keep possession. Changes it up to the outside. 39 puts a head down and then sends this one into keeper's arms. Walks up to the 18, puts this one in play. Wallace, and stepped up by 6. 21 returning the favor and 6 back to him. Juju on the edge, gonna have a chance to try to control this ball and sprint with it a bit. And 40 wouldn't let him. Juju drags a foot, makes the throw in. 22 late on the connection and 6 with a big foot over Callum's head. And 4 challenging, he probably just knocked this ball out of sight. And he will... 4 letting his team get upfield, looking for 7. He's had the hot foot, now 1's got some room. 43 steps up, or 7 rather. And he'll babysit that out of bounds. 18 checks in for Wallace. Fresh feet on the field. Or the pitch, as they say. 21 maintaining possession, sends it now, and 22 gonna try to outrace 3 to it. I don't know that he will get there. 3 will work it around and back to the bench. Throw in for Wallace. Ball past 22.
Take it!
And McCormick maintaining possession. Here comes the charge. Callum showing a little speed, trying to keep with him. And this ball across the face of the goal. And 1 was there on the back door waiting. 18 to play. And Wallace now tasting a little what McCormick had to deal with that headwind. And then a little skip by the defense. 18 winning that particular battle. Finds 10 down the line, but out of bounds. No particular hurry for the Tigers with a 2-0 advantage here in the second half. High throw in over the backside of the defense, cleared them all. Logan first man to it and clears it. Replacement ball given off the bench and then passed off to number 2 perhaps. Throw into the 18, company there, and the keeper does get it just in time as the youngster has a wrestling match with the back of the goal. Ball with a couple revolutions, backward style, found by McCormick. Sent up by 21, but actually just out of bounds. 3 will sling it. And a big jump by the defense. And then a high kick by Wallace. 6 wins it. Tall man on the back line of the defense. 39 puts it down, and then it's pinballed around. Callum trying to find it with his head, but couldn't. Ball saved by 4. And Callum steps in front, it's out. Throw into the box, and a shove there by 7. And they saw it, and they called it. Number 7 for McCormick, who got a talking to by the referee, then finds the hand of the Wallace player and shakes it in a show of good sportsmanship. Logan will take this free kick and set it right on the edge of the 18. Got to kick this one into the wind. He'll pick his path of poison, right foot, good kick into the wind. He'll clear the midfield line and exit just on the front side of the Wallace bench. And I'm gonna ask McCormick to scoot back a bit to throw this one in. Now, permission granted. The toss down the line. And ricocheted by 21. 7's making a charge. 14 there, but didn't do anything with it. Clipped up high and on the crossbar of the yellow goalpost. And it was dangerous for a minute. So 14, who impeded the path of number 7, only impeded his path, but didn't take the ball out of play. Wallace dodges a bullet. Logan will kick this goal kick. Low line drive, 11 there. Catches it with his body, turns and kicks. Sends it up high. 30 there with a header back to the center. A miss there by 40. Juju there, but couldn't hang on. Now 18 in the middle. Got a little time, got some room. Dribbles, takes it, now sends it. And it looked good. His timing was nice, but bounces off the defense. 50 there to send it to 4. And 8 steps up. 3, who's done the lion's share of the tosses from that side anyway, will take this one as well. High header from Logan. 14 back to the keeper, and Callum will walk it to him.
Run it, run it, run it!
And goalie will send this one to the middle of the field. 18 there, and a right foot, 3, and then a couple bounces back and forth. Now 50's got time, out to the right side. And a bit of a grab there, and they called it. 22 checks out for Wallace for a breather, and 21 will send this one up into the air. Good clean kick. 40 and 41 catch it. Juju there to press, and off the edge. So about 3 minutes of time used there to try to get the ball for Wallace back to the sideline. 21, got a little room. Right foot spinning off the outside of his foot, not what he meant to do. The wind having its way with the ball out of bounds. And now a sub by McCormick. So 3 on this side of the field as well to do the throw in. And now Wallace will trade a player out. 10.5 minutes showing. A 2-0 lead from McCormick. This one thrown to the middle of the field. 14, knocked over by 1, and then a shove by him. Letting him know he didn't like it. And 7's got it at his feet. Moving back up. And 39 sent his body into the player. Meanwhile, the ball drilled downfield. So 21 will take it. He's got a lot of wind to kick into. The right foot kept it low and found keeper's hands, loose for a second, but safely grabbed. Logan ricocheted off his shoulder and it'll find the boundary. So 3 looking for help. And referee tells him to back up. He's skipping too far forward. Not sure he's wearing any shin guards. Might have his ankles covered. Ball high for a minute. 39 gonna race this one into the box. And plays it just to the front side. Keeper picks it up and stops his momentum and then punts it. 7 to turn and go. Walking and 4's on him. Now back to him. Sends it up, looking for Juju, and it's out. 3 asking if he's in the right spot. Referee confirms. 7:50 in the game. 7 intercepts. Big shot by 40. Seven trying to keep possession, does. Callum trying to challenge. And Logan clears it. Haven't had too many corner kicks this afternoon, just a couple by each team. A right foot across the goal, and 14 with a header stays in play. And 6, who's got the height, in the box as well. 40 back to him. 23 trying to get it out of there. And some shoving there going on. 6 kicks the ball backwards, didn't like the call, put his hands up. And he is going to issue a point to 6 for John a little bit. And kicking the ball backwards. So just a warning issued, no card. And now a right foot by 21 to the center. Couldn't quite be found by 3. 4 splits the defense past Callum. And then stepped up in front by 8. Got 6 on a charge. He'll feed him, but maybe too strong. 3 there. And hung on to. But now placed well to the defense on the outside. And 4. Logan calling for the offsides, and it was. They decided he was that time. Right foot by Wallace. Kept low. 3. Looking for 18. It's rolls off the top of his foot. See that accidental shot a lot. 14 races up to catch it with his chest. 7. Keeping possession. Buying himself some space. Found 3.
Offside.
And offside's called. 6 places it where referee indicates. Big kick over the defense, and Callum will chase it. And it must have rolled out. Callum takes the throw in, finds 7 in the center. 7 sends it upfield. 11 there, but so is the McCormick defense. And he'll wheel around to his left as he's running towards his goal, and 3 wrestles that one out. The Tigers with a throw in, and referee sprints over and issues a card on the throw in, so may have been something said. Referee using the whistle tonight, and may have just been fed up with whatever and decided to book somebody. I'm sure he had his reason. 6 will toss this one in. 7 there. Might have caught it with the underside of his arm, but got away with it. And drops it back. 18. Trying to find 23, but he was late on the run, and he won't catch this one before it's out. 6 will put this one in play. Down the line. 11 shoulder. And still found it. And a left foot, but not enough power. Keeper goes down to a knee to collect. Under 2 to go. And a spiraling kick to the outside. Seven, throwing his man open. 4, getting past the defense. 8 on the outside. 4 couldn't save it. Didn't want to, as it was a blue ball touched last. So 4 will take the corner with a minute to go in the ball game. They'll see if they can't get a third one snuck in here before the horn sounds. And a discussion before the kick. Kicks away. 3 did find it, but couldn't put it in the right direction. 22 perhaps pulls it back, and now a bit of a charge. 7 stopped his momentum, looked over his shoulder, and then a big shot there by 23. Referee tells him to settle down. And 6 with this win could probably come close to putting this one on frame from outside the midfield line. See what he decides to do. And he won't get all of that one. Found 3 off the head, back to the center. 39 lurking on the left side, won't be able to save it. And they'll give it to Wallace to throw in with 8 seconds to go.
Huddle.
And 3 there, sends it upfield. And then a big shot there, but the time expires. 2-0, McCormick. See you next time.